I'm live. It says, hello, everybody, and welcome to CORNHUB episode 5. This is going to be a little bit of a different stream than normal. And that's just because of the fact that I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, which is a little bit different than normal. But that's okay. I always have fun time talking to my audience, regardless of how many people are here, even if it's just me. Not that I've actually been in that position where it's only been me. But, sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? In the last couple of days, I have gathered 700 subscribers onto a YouTube channel. And one thing that fills me with so much gratitude is knowing, oh, what's going on, B? Oh, hell yes. Howdy, everyone. Howdy to you as well, B. I was just talking to myself and saying how gracious I am about the fact that in just a few days, I have amassed 700 something subscribers. And I think about all the YouTube channels that never even get to the point where they have 100 or 500 subscribers, let alone 700. And I'm literally just getting this many subscribers because I yap. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do is I just yap. I'm not like Jenna Marbles. I'm not like Onision, just having terrible takes and being a fucking creep, and at least somehow amassing parasocial followers that way. I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude. Not that I'd ever want to compare myself to Onision necessarily. Skylar says, hello, Skylar. How are you doing tonight? Dale says, how's it going? How's it going, Dale? It's going okay. Listen, we survived work week 1 of Trump's presidency. Although, according to one congressperson, I think out of Texas, it's very possible that we might actually get 8 more years of this guy because they're actually trying to pass legislation to let him serve for 2 more terms, for 2 more. So that'd be 3 total, in case we're keeping track, which is just so funny because somehow that if Trump is allowed to do that, there's still gonna be fucking resistance libs who unironically say not my president. You know what I mean? So insane. Jonah L says he's like evil FDR. Dude, I mean, for real. And FDR wasn't over here getting Congress to pass legislation for him to win more elections. There just wasn't actually anything blocking him from running for more than 2 terms. There's just decorum. And FDR said, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm not stepping aside right now. Not at the pinnacle of when it's most important for me to be here. Fuck that. I'm barely out of the depression with my term right now. So it makes total sense. I gotta say though, overall, I would say that the way I felt during Trump's first work week in office anyway, was actually a lot better than I was thinking. I was kind of thinking I was going to be immobilized from how much crazy shit there was. But in reality, I don't feel this way at all. And I actually don't really feel like most people are at this point either. I thought a lot more people would mentally capitulate. Astrid F says, hey, Corn Papa. Hey, Astrid. How y'all doing? Yes. Let me see here. Girl Gun says, quit yapping and stream Fortnite. You are like Corn. Oh, I'm not Corn Papa? Oh no. Island Frizz says CORNHUB o'clock. Very good. Astrid F says, I second that. I don't know, guys. I'm not a gaming streamer. I don't really think I could focus on the chat and also on a game, to be quite honest with you. I just think that that's not. I think that that's not very sustainable in a lot of ways. Let me see here. Astrid says, Hatsune Miku skin. Oh no, stop. Well, I mean, listen, would you guys want me just to do emotes in front of the camera? Would that be good for you? Because I could do that. I can just emote with my body. I don't know how I would do a corn emote, but I'll figure out a way to do it. Jonah L says, those first 2 days were devastating, but I guess I'm just a frog who looked at the thermometer. Yeah, I think that's totally fair, Jonah L, to be honest. I think most people are at that point too, where it's okay, well, he literally came out the gate and ended birthright citizenship. That's already so fucking evil and dastardly. It's what exactly, what exactly are we expecting from here? Girl Gun says, Miku Miku Biam! Miku Miku Beam. Biom. I can't believe I said Biom. Y'all, I really said Biom. Reading Beam. Are we sure I can read? Astrid F says, wait, yes. And Sleepyhead says yes as well in relation to me doing emotes. I mean, you guys tell me an emote to do, and even if I don't know what it is, I'll fucking guess and I'll dance on stream. Okay, I'll be y'all's little corn monkey. All right. God, corn monkey sounds like a slur. You know what I mean? It sounds like something that you. Oh my God, it's terrible. Girl Gun says you did a dance a few weeks ago, and I was like, LOL, he's a Fortnite emote. Wait, what? Wait, Girl Guns, are you talking about specifically the dance I did to Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar on my TikTok. Because I don't know if that really counts as me like emoting, because I was just kind of like pop locking, you know what I mean? That's the only way I know how to dance, is to pop lock. Girl Gun says Biam. And Sleepyhead says 100%. Yeah, it's totally fair. I don't know, guys. Like I just think that if I was gonna game stream, I think that I think I would get really boring to watch. I feel like gaming streamers for the most part are like really, really boring to watch. You know what I mean? Because like all the gaming streamers who I have watched, I'm sorry, for the most part, it's like it's mostly dead air, and then they're playing, and I guess like how they're playing and reacting to how they're playing is like kind of entertaining, but it's like, I don't know, if you're watching somebody who's playing like Fortnite or, they're playing League or something, it's like you're mostly just watching them get like angry or being really locked in, and like, I don't know, it doesn't really sound that fun to me. I would so much rather listen. I mean, like the only person I think of who is different than this is like Queso, let me see here. Astrodef says, as a game streamer with low viewers, it's so hard to fill the air. Yeah, well, exactly, right? Because it's like at least here on this stream where people know I'm going to talk back to the comments as a rule, it makes it so much easier to re-incentivize people to fill the chat, because people know that if you comment, I'm going to talk to you. Whereas like on game streamers, especially like for the big game streamers, like there's not a guarantee of shit. There's not a guarantee of anything, even of it being good. Grogan says it's because viewers are playing games too. The stream is just background media. LOL, dude. I know, right? I know. Junior says corn pop. Yes, Junior, I'm here. What do you want? I am here. I'm here. I'm drinking not beer. I'm queer, kind of. No, I'm queer. I mean, bisexual people are queer. I don't need to get canceled by the woke left. Oh my God, my fiance turned on my fucking big light. I hate that. All right. Let's see here. Astrodef says we're popping it up in here. I hope so, man. Junior says, goddamn. Wait, goddamn what? Goddamn what? What are you saying goddamn for? Be more specific in my chat. All right. Let me see here. Girl Gun says, good luck, babe. I mean, of course. Thank you so much. B says LMFAO to you as well. Junior says, how long are you live tonight? For like 48 more minutes. I'm going to be live for 48 more minutes, I think, total. One of the things I think is so lame about YouTube Live, though, is that YouTube. Let me see here. Junior says, I don't need the Hateful Energy SMH canceled. Damn, I already got canceled by one of my fans. Oh my God. Guys, I posted this TikTok today where I was like, hey, I posted a TikTok yesterday where I was like, hey guys, it would be super great if like people just think a little bit before they use the royal they when referring to like Jewish people, because it can kind of come off like pretty anti-Semitic if in the way that some people are making comments about how it is that they think like the Jewish community generally has been silent about Elon Musk. And oh my God, I had people in my comments, y'all, who were dead ass saying, well, where's your video then? Where's your video condemning Elon Musk? Where is it? And I was like, good point, guys. Good point. I got you boomed me. All right. I'm like LeBron James and you boomed me. Jesus. Chloe Cat says, does your fiance get to have a corn-related title? Is she not a part of the cornucopia? The cornucopia. Oh my God. Wait. Cornucopia is so good. Yes. Okay. You are all part of cornucopia, by the way. You're all my colonels. All right. That's part of the cornucopia. And I do practice the cornopticon where I see all of you in the chat and I respond to all of you. That's exactly where that's exactly why I talk to all of you. Junior says, nah, it doesn't come off anti-Semitic. It is. There's an influx of Kanye love for some reason. Like, no, he would not be a better president. Dude, I know. The amount of people who dead ass have been making comments the last few days, like, well, I mean, like, they only canceled Kanye for his tone. It's like, no, they canceled Kanye because he said the words, I love Hitler. I love him. See, clip that, leftists. God. Let me see here. Chloe Cat said, is she a colonel too? No, my fiance is not a colonel. I would never call my fiance a colonel. My fiance, I guess I could call her like Corn Mama. But like, I think Corn Mama is like kind of weird for some reason. So I don't know what I would call her. Maybe. Kuru says, good evening, Corn Poppy. Good evening, Kuru. I hope that you're doing well tonight. Chloe Cat says, that was a test. You passed. Oh, yes. Very good. Yes. I would not call my fiance a colonel. That would feel really rude. She offers much. You guys know how like in some Latin American and Central American art, that like the maize and corn is kind of viewed as like a fertility symbol. She's that. I guess she's the fertile stalk. She's a stalk of corn. That's what she is. She's the stalk. All right. That's terrible. Oh my god. Jonah L says, Trump. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do it for you, Jonah L. All right. I said, and frankly, I said nothing, and they clip chimped me. A what? Fertile freaks. Yeah, listen, guys. I didn't know what I said. Well, no, because like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like in some Latin American art, like often maize stalks are used. Maize stalks with like the husks actually like spilling off of the actual off of the actual corn cob. It's like a big visual metaphor for vagine. For Virginia. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I can't say those words uncensored on the internet. That's what she is. She's a corn stalk with the husks falling off, if you get it. Let me see here. Girl Gun says they some freaks. He looks like a freak. TBH. Me? I look like a freak. Oh my god. Junior says, is corn pop submissive and breedable? Yeah, I want you guys to answer that actually to my chat. Just drop it in the comments. Just write S if you think I'm submissive, B if you think I'm breedable, and SB if you think I'm both. I would love to see this distribution real quick. Eccentric Dream says they do say Virginia is for lovers. That they do. Let me see. Kuru says coming soon to you, to a store near you, the real corn poppers. I actually did, Kuru, think about trying to get some like branded poppers and then give them out like for like the end of TikTok and then like brand them as real corn poppers because I thought it would be really funny. But then I thought about how that would be distributing drugs through the internet, and man, I really was not willing to catch that charge. Let me see here. Jonah L says, can you say coochie on the internet? Coochie. Jonah L says SB submissive breedable. All right, cool. Chloe Cat says only a sub would deflect and ask his audience to answer for him. No, you're so right, Chloe. That's crazy. Junior B says B breedable. All right. Girl Gun says rush poppers. Hell yeah, brother. Inda says B. Skylar Everett says B. All right. So the consensus seems to be that I'm mostly breedable. All right. Thank you all so much. I'm going to store this mental note for my therapist and also my pastor, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really have a pastor. That would be kind of crazy, to be honest. I'd be a pretty bad church attendant, I think. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I kind of wonder, and I'm curious about what you guys think about this too. Do you guys think that there's going to be a big exodus from TikTok again, like when the 75 days is up, like back to YouTube? Because my first 2 nights here, there were like 500 people who watched my first 2 streams, and like I think that was honestly entirely because TikTok had just gone away and people were just like desperate for the dopamine hit. And I wonder, one, do you guys think that Trump will like actually be able to get TikTok to still exist in the United States by like the middle of March? 2, like, do you think that YouTube will see like still a huge influx of people regardless of the outcome, because people become like very insecure on the platforms? Girl Gun says gay son or thought daughter. How about a thought son and a gay daughter? I like that. I think that everyone's happy in that scenario. Kuru says, yeah, I came here to be traumatized together. LOL. Dude, absolutely. Junior says only if the platform goes down again. Hey, you know what? Fair enough. Girl Gun says, I think social media is going to change as a whole. Yeah, I actually really do think that what we're going to see, as I said on my first stream, I'll say it again here. I really think that what we're going to see over the next like 6 months is people kind of move offline and start just like meeting up with people in real life, even if that just means loitering. I really do. I think people are so sick of the fact that social media is nothing but like a bunch of astroturf nonsense, a bunch of like misinformation, disinformation, the never-ending ads, the never-ending discourse on discourse. Like, I think that people are so sick of it generally. Eccentric Dream says, I think it was simply because of how things seem to be trending on TikTok. Yeah, dude, for real. Astrodev says, I definitely think people are putting much more thought into having a more stable secondary platform. For sure they are. And like, the thing is, of course, like I want to start posting on here more. I do. I want to start posting more on my own YouTube. But like, at the same time, what I actually enjoy doing the most of all with you guys is this. I actually enjoy so much more just talking to my stream and just hanging out and getting real thoughts about what real people are going through, because like that I think begets so much better, more resonant content with people, especially because people know I'm going to talk to them every single time. Um, Ininda says, I think TikTok will taper off slowly over the next couple months. 100%. I think that by the end of 2025, I think TikTok will be like a shell of itself, even if Trump is able to keep the app the same, which he has no interest in doing. Skylar Everett says, my time on TikTok has gone way down since the 28th, but I think if it has the whole back and forth again, more people will be fed up with it. 100%. 100% agree with that too. And you know what, though, too, Skylar, I know way more people who that is the case for than anything, is that they actually have just spent like half the amount of time on TikTok they have since the 20th, which is like bananas to me. And it kind of goes with something I said like a little while ago, right? Which is that like it doesn't matter if the app comes back if people begin to feel like it can be taken away from them. People will just stop using it. People won't want to be investing in a platform, even as a consumer, when they feel like that the whole thing could be ripped out from underneath them. And I think that it actually going dark, even though it was only like 19 hours, it still mattered. It still mattered a lot to a lot of people. Astrid F says that as well. I personally just went and got my library card for just that purpose. Hell yeah, brother. That's awesome. Oh, what's going on, Yakim? Yakim says, hi, after a day of striking and protest here all day in Serbia, I hope you're all strong. Sending love. Hey, y'all, let's drop a corn emoji for Yakim for protesting all day in Serbia, and especially for staying in that strike. That's fantastic. Girl Guns says Discord, Signal, and Substack and Red Note is what I'll be using going forward. YouTube too, obviously. Hey, that's awesome, Girl Guns. Hey, real quick, do you subscribe to my Substack? It's free. Damn, dude, that's so true though. Julia says, I'm really only on TikTok to watch edits of hot men. Book them, boys. We got them. Let me see here. Girl Gun says Leon Kennedy edits. Oh my god. Island Frizz says, feels like the platform has already changed massively. We know why, but many I followed pre-ban have already dropped out this week. Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, people do not want to be investing in a platform as a creator where they just know that like their literal source of income could just be ripped like that. And under Trump especially, like one thing I said a little while ago, and I'm curious to know if you guys agree with me on this, is I think that even if TikTok is able to stay around, like it's not smart to overly rely on it. Well, it's not even smart to primarily rely on it now as a content creator, because fascist regimes will take people out from the platform. Like they will actually go out of their way to weaponize their control over cultural society in order to get people to stop posting in places where they view it disadvantageous to the regime. You know what I mean? And like ultimately, until there is a counter piece of legislation that makes them no longer have that ban, they are always going to be like, in essence, in violation of the ban unless they sell. And like, I don't think Trump's going to be able to broker a deal to get them to sell. I think what's going to be is it's going to be almost like the debt ceiling where it like keeps getting kicked off. But part of the reason I think that would be the case would be because like it gives massive leverage to Trump, because if Trump doesn't force a sale to people who he actually is like kind of tied to monetarily, which is like billionaires in America, he can kind of just like weaponize the fact that the federal government under him, under the executive branch, can always turn TikTok off effectively. So long as Chu doesn't do what he wants, right? And I think that's way more advantageous, way more advantageous to a fascist than that. Let me see here. Okay, Chloe Cat says, it depends on who ends up getting part or full ownership of TikTok. If the government gets the 50% they want, I'm out. For real. Me too. YouTube is so great for long form content and conversation, which I think could benefit so many. Absolutely. And Chloe Cat, I think that also the more TikTokers that start streaming on YouTube, especially, where I do think that there is lower saturation for political streamers, honestly, than there is on Twitch or on TikTok for that matter. I think it will be massively beneficial. The only thing I don't, oh, sorry guys, I hit the mic. Wait, sorry, Chloe, I'm gonna get back to my point. One of my favorite clips ever from TikTok is the woman who's like trying to put a wig on her head. You guys know what I'm talking about? And she goes, "Get on my head." Doom, 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 doom. I thought about doing this now. But like, listen, Chloe, if the government gets 50% ownership, I'm also out at that point, because like that's truly where it is like a panopticon in waiting, right? They are literally waiting for you to fuck up and make a case to arrest you. But also, I think that if political streamers start coming onto YouTube, then they will find an audience. But the one thing I don't like about YouTube streams so far is that like it doesn't really seem to be very good for getting new people to find your stream literally at all. Like literally at all, which sucks so much, because on TikTok, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Like if I was on TikTok right now, I would probably have like 100 to 150 people in my stream like the whole time at this point. Just because like it's so easy to just stumble onto lives on TikTok, but it's just not the same on YouTube, which is like really unfortunate. Junior says, I like the stream too. Gives me a sense of community with like-minded people I don't get in real life. Yeah, man, for real. Just like at a point when the stream is large enough and people are just talking, it feels like people are just talking to your friends, you know? Girl Gun says Junior and Hassan Piker. All right, we just got some thirsty people in this chat. It's all right. We're just frothing it up. We're frothing it up in public while we can. Skylar Everett says, I don't know why Discord seems so complicated to use, but I plan to get on. Yeah, it is kind of complicated to use. It's kind of annoying, but you know, it's all good. Like, I think Discord is cool in a way. I think Discord has like a way different culture though, which is like fine. It's not my favorite though. Lots of corn emojis for Yakim for protesting, which is awesome. Ininde says, my time on the app has definitely gone down since the 20th. Yeah, same here. B says, fellow Hassan Abi heads. Y'all know Hassan Abi featured one of my TikToks, right? I mean, I'm not kidding about that, but I'm not, it's all right. Grogan says, I'm going to do the paid sub. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, Yakim is a woman. Oh, I'm sorry, Yakim. Astrid F says, I've heard a lot about Substack lately, but I have actually no idea what it is. Is it like a newsletter type thing? Yeah, for sure. So Astrid, Substack is like, it is a newsletter, but it also functions as like a blog. And lots of creators also use it kind of as like a sort of like in-group Facebook, because Substack has a feature called Notes where people post status updates, and like it definitely has very high engagement for sure. Substack also has like chats as well that kind of function a little bit like a weird Discord. It's very interesting though. Grogan says, Corn Pop is my favorite white boy of the year besides my husband. That's very sweet of you, Girl Guns. Thank you. Julia says, that's why I've moved over to Substack. Also, we're going to get more and more physical media, keeping a journal of news in case stuff gets wiped. Dude, for real. Christine says, make sure to document everything, keep a journal. Dude, yes. Grogan says, wait, Corn Pop, are you white or some type of Spanish? You look ethnic. All right, y'all. Fun game, and I promise nobody's going to cancel you for this. Drop in the chat what ethnicity y'all think I am. I'll tell you guys, don't worry. But tell me in the chat what you guys think I am. What am I? Skylar Everett says, yeah, Astrid. And there's like a group chat. Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you, Skylar. Yakim, is there a way to have a mutual aid USA fund of citizens and build an open source social network for socialists? Then maybe it can spread around across the world. You have the most power over there. I have no idea, actually. That's a really good idea, Yakim. Jonah L says, your best bet is to stream YouTube and TikTok at the same time and pull them over. Oh, that's actually like super interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jonah, tell me though, honestly, don't you think that would get like super chaotic? Because then I would kind of have to like manage 2 streams at once, right? Oh wait, or are you saying, Jonah, that like I'm basically saying, hey, if you want me to respond to you, you have to come over to my YouTube. Oh, that's like really smart, actually, if that is what you're saying. But I don't know. You tell me if that's what you're saying. Chloe Cat says, yeah, the reach that TikTok gives is unmatched, dude, for real. Christine says, I got lucky and caught you tonight. Yes, Christine, I'm so glad you're here. Yes, Corns. Eccentric said, listen, where am I supposed to get my Pedro thirst traps? My time on Tumblr has gone up this week. Oh my God, it's so real. Revolution Beat says Italian. Christine says Italian. Junior says Turkish, Italian, white amalgamation. Jonah L says certainly Dominican. Dominican? Oh my God. Rowan says native. I don't know. Maybe Italian. I see brown. Grogan says he's obviously African American. What the fuck? Cruz says Filipino. Okay. I'll let a couple more people get their guesses in if they have them. But I'm going to announce in 35 seconds live for the whole world to know what ethnicity I am. Because some people in here are kind of right, kind of. Y'all, tell me this doesn't look like the most Duff beer can you've ever seen. Some old time lager, you know, just like that. That looks like like whatever you thought beer looked like as a kid. This is it right there. Isn't that crazy? Grogan says Korean. Christine, Sicilian. Y'all are funny. Oh my God, Duff beer. No, it looks like Duff, doesn't it? It literally looks like Duff beer. It's fucking crazy. All right, guys. I am half Russian and half Turkish. I was born overseas. And I was adopted to American citizens when I was like a little kid. I was like 2-ish years old. But yes, I am half Russian and half Turkish. So you know, that's what it is. Jonah L says, I watch a creator, Javon Bradley. He streams on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok and focuses on Twitch chats. Oh, that's really interesting. Wow. God, can I stream on what the fuck? Can I stream on Twitch at the exact same time? I guess I can. I'm damn. I'm so dumb. Yeah, of course I can. What am I talking about? Let me see here. Junior says, I thought beer cans would have the 3 X's over it. Oh my god, so real. It's the Turkish I'm seeing. Girl Gun says. Girl Guns, what do you mean by that? What about me looks Turkish? I'd love to know. Let's do some phrenology right now, everybody. That's right, guys. Friday night phrenology in the chat. Drop your phrenological guesses in the chat. Girl Gun started this. POC King. I am never going to accept that title. Not somebody could pay off a fucking mortgage on a house and give it to me, and I would not accept that title. That's crazy. Girl Gun says you look ethnic. Oh my god. Actually, Girl Gun says you look ethic. As in I look ethical, which is nice. I'm glad to know that. Grogan says, I don't know how to describe it. I think you do, right? Because like you just did a little bit. Junior says, no eugenics. Yeah, no eugenics in the phrenology class. All right. That's just disgusting. Christine says, this is getting wild. Yeah, sorry, Christine. Junior says, you look like the trolley problem for real. Oh my god. I look like the trolley problem. What the fuck does that mean? Everybody, can you please guess what Junior means by I look like the trolley problem in real life? I don't know what that means. That actually has kind of like gut punched me a little bit. You look ethic. Let me see. Jonah L says, I agree, Junos. What do you mean, guys? What do you mean? Grogan says the nose, bone structure, and hair growth. Hair growth? The hair growth is what makes me look half Turkish. Damn, I am getting absolutely bodied in my own chat. Christine says, me either, Corn Pop-Up. No, I mean, for real. I think these people are just wilding out. I do. I think they're just wilding out in my chat, which is fair, guys. Listen, I kind of incentivize you guys to be this way. My colonels, Corn Papa has incentivized you to be this way. The first night when I said I was going to shut Corn on camera for $10, if you guys remember that. Let me see here. Junior says it's reference to the ethics. Oh, oh my god. I look ethic. Oh my god. I look like the trolley problem because I look ethic. Oh my god, Junior, if I could gift back into the chat, if I could give you money like through the chat, I would gift you back. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Chloe Cat says, not the sub, surprise, he's getting bodied. Hey guys, I'm gonna send out my heart to you, okay? Let me see here. Junior says, you are like Corn Papa. Guru says, I feel like in the right situation, Corn Papa could be a multi-track drifter. Holy shit. Girl Gun says, ooh, what are you, young MA? Christine says, I'm crying for laughing so hard. LMAO. Girl Gun says, LOL. Junior, clap. Junior says, pay me, please. And then this. Junior, if you follow me on TikTok and DM me, I will. If you DM me your Cash App or something, I'll send you a buck. Dead ass. I'll send you $1. Just DM me your Cash App and I'll do it. Because some people. Oh, sorry guys. Some people in my TikTok comments make me bust up laughing, and I always tell them, listen, like, please send me your Cash App or your Venmo. I'll send you a buck. And I always do. Oh my god, actually, it's so funny. You guys want to know a story? When I was in college, I had I changed my Venmo name to Crumb Cake Jesus because of the fact that I was so obsessed with these crumb cakes that my college sold. And so I told my college subreddit, hey, it's really, really unfortunate out there because it's final season. If you're all studying and you need some quick energy, because these crumb cakes were like $2.50 and they were 750 calories, right? They were a little fucking energy puck. And I was like, if you guys need a nice snack, go to PCJ, get a crumb cake, and then tell me how much you paid for it. I'll pay the price for your crumb cakes. Dude, I got like the first, because I did this for like 2 years or 2 or 3 years. The first year I did it, I got something like 120 requests because of this joke. And I fulfilled every one of them. I fulfilled all like 120 of them. I paid, like like 200 some dollars just for the joke, and it spawned a fucking like meme renaissance on my college Reddit's page because people were just making jokes about Crumb Cake Jesus, like delivering them for finals, and also about Also, just about like the general hilarity of a guy offering crumb cakes at all. Junior says, crumb cake, accidental altruism. No, for real. It was some accidental altruism, but it was a great time though. And I was so glad that I was so glad that I was able to keep doing it until I left college because like what was funny was that after I left college, I thought you guys would find this funny too, is that when I left college, I still had that name and like that name on Venmo, and people like during final season I would get requests like I would get like 5 to 10 requests per final season per semester for a couple years after I left college. So clearly the meme had lived on long after me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just thought you guys would find that humorous. God, I love beer. Oh my god, I love beer so much. I wish I could be a beer influencer so bad. Are you kidding? Um, man, God, I just got this really big like rush of Randy Travis country music in my head after I said that, and I think that that might be a psyop from the federal government. Junior says, "What's stopping you from being a beer influencer?" I don't really think that like beer brands want to associate with me. Most of all because I'm like I'm visibly ethic, and I just don't think that they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna want to give me like any money. You know, I don't think that like I don't think they want to pay like ethic people. You know what I mean? Like to be beer influencers for like Bud Light. I think they kind of learned like when they appeal to the woke crowd that only likes ethic people, that you know they don't get any big boost out of that. So I don't think they're gonna want to do that. Junior says Elon Musk is beaming beer into your mind with Neuralink. Oh my god, you sound like a Blue Anon person, dude. Oh my god. Did you guys see that there was literally a wait, hold on. Junior says the woke left wants ethic beer. um, did you guys see that there was a congresswoman? I think it was Congresswoman Crockett out of Texas who dead ass like on the floor was like, we have to investigate that Trump might have stolen the election with Elon Musk now. Isn't that crazy? The moment I saw, excuse me, I just burped. The moment I saw that, I was like floored at what this has to be. Yes, yes, Junior, yes, look it up. It's crazy. Because now there's yes, a Texan congresswoman said this. Because now there's like article after article after article that has been written in the last like 48 hours about Trump stealing the election with Elon Musk. And in fact, there was some kind of investigation in Clark County in Nevada that was like, yeah, the voting records in Clark County are like consistent with manipulation, with voter manipulation and fraud. And the whole time I was seeing this, I was like, well, there's only one of two things that's going to happen now. Well, I guess there's one of many things, but there's two big things that could happen now. One, they do an investigation and nothing happens, in which case that sucks. Oh, and two, they do an investigation and they find out that like, yes, Trump did steal the election, but still Democrats will do nothing, in which case I don't even want to know what the Blue Anon people would do then. Junior says, wait, what's her name? I think it was Congressman I think it was Congressman Crockett. Let me see. Hold on. Yes, it was Jasmine Crockett. That's who it was, I believe. Yes, I believe that was who it was. Christine says none of what is happening seems real. He apparently even admitted at a rally. He's on tape saying it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, Christine. It's just so weird because you would think that knowing what happened in the 2020 election, right? That like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris would have maybe had a task force to make sure that this didn't happen if this did happen. And it seems also like that if there was any evidence of fraud, that wait, Jesus, CORNHUB turned so woke he's blown. No, I am not blown on. I'm just saying how ridiculous this whole thing is. Because I'm just saying that like if any of that is legitimate or viable, right? Then I think that what would kind of have to stand up to some questioning is like what happened to all the investment in election security that Biden and his administration did, right? You're saying that they didn't catch us until after Kamala Harris conceded the election? That doesn't make any sense. And also, if there is any suspicion of foul play from the guy who like is openly just a cheater and a grifter, why the fuck would Kamala Harris concede the election that fast? Why would she not at least just ask for a recount in some of the states, right? That doesn't make any sense. Unless, of course, like they're all in on it or something. Hydra says, any good news, Unk? Don't call me Unk, please. I am not an Unk. It's not appropriate to call a person like me Unk. It's very weird. But Hydra, to the question of any good news, I think that there Well, in my city, there's a really big volunteer drive to help women who are staying at a domestic violence shelter. And I think that's wonderful. So that's good news. People are helping out women who are in vulnerable positions. Like, I like that. Um, Let me see here. Awkward Marine says Jasmine Crockett is top 5 prettiest congresswoman. Wait, congressman or congresswoman? Because Jasmine Crockett's a woman, right? Jane Armstead said, I feel like everyone's only real response to anything now is online activism. No one actually has the courage to really do anything. Dead ass, man. Dead ass, Jaden. You know who has the courage to do shit? Right wingers. Right wingers had the courage to do shit, but that was because they knew that for the most part, Biden's DOJ was like incredibly weak and impotent and wasn't actually going to prosecute people on the right. You know, like aside from J6ers who they made a political football out of, like people who were continuing to protest with Patriot Front and the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys, even like they knew they weren't going to get anything fucking hammered down on them. They just knew that all the J6ers had to go away as like a little reprieve, right? But like I don't know, like they knew they could keep marching. They knew they could keep organizing. That's what that ProPublica guy found, right? Like that ProPublica investigator found that in like underneath Biden's FBI's watch, like right-wing militias got bigger and got stronger under him. So, I mean, clearly they're willing to do shit, right? Because like they were not doing that knowing Trump was going to win. They were doing that in case Trump did not win, because that way they could keep building power. And it sucks, man. It sucks so much because I completely agree with you, Jaden, that like nothing quite embodies this fact that like it's all just online activism or slacktivism, quite like the winter boots bullshit. I keep saying, don't forget to get your winter boots. We wouldn't want to deny the fact it's cold outside, which is why you have to defend your warmth. Otherwise, you might have to depose yourself under the covers. It's like, put a gun in my mouth. Oh my God. I feel like at this point, it's like if you're going to start talking in coded language about violent revolution, I feel like you should just go with the language. You should just actually say the language, you know, because like the codes aren't going to keep you off the lists. You know what I mean? The codes are doing nothing other than make it clear to a certain in group that like we're all too chicken to say anything, which is just like so dumb. Because if you're already like resigned to the idea that a fascist panopticon on top of you is willing to extrajudiciously prosecute you, I think at that point, like you got to at least reason with yourself about what am I willing to lose now, and what does that look like? You know. Let me see here. Junior says, "Nah, Kamala is investigating right now. Her Connect board told me." I know, dude. I know. Let me see here. Oh my gosh. Hydra says, Jane Armstrong, you do realize what do anything means, right? I believe they do. I bet they do. Kuru says, Uncle Daddy, Corn Poppy. I am losing my mind and my sanity with every passing minute. Eccentric Dream says, I think you're hitting on why Blue Non stuff shot off is because it seems wild that no one would do a thing if he did steal it. Well, for real, right? Like, because if the Blue Non people have any credibility to their theory at all, then like legitimately it is beyond dereliction of duty that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden didn't call for a recount, right? It's like actually malicious against the democracy. Aquamarine says Congress people. Okay, interesting. Guru says Luigi had some courage too, or someone at least. Right. We don't know that Luigi did that. All right. That's just speculation. Jonah L says, did you see that JFK files were ordered released? Okay. Like, you know, whatever. I don't really give a shit if JFK files are released. Unless it's going to prove that like climate change isn't actually as bad as they say it is or something. I don't care. Junior says, I get a headache each day. I see stuff for the People's March. Like, let your voice be heard, but nothing is going to come of it when you have when you leave peacefully the moment cops ask. Dude, for real, Junior. I said this, I think, on a TikTok live stream, but I don't know if I said it on YouTube, so I'll tell you guys. When Roe v. Wade got overturned, I was protesting in the city that I used to live in before I live in the city that I do now, with my fiance, who was then just my girlfriend. And I remember that at one point we were marching around this big square, and there were cops stationed all around us with long guns. Right, there were all of these different vantage points, and the women who were all leading this march, they began to chant, "We won't go back. We won't go back." And my fiance at the time, she looked at me and she said, "We are going back." What are they talking about? What? Like, we are going back though. And that's always stuck with me, because when we got in the car and we went home, we were talking about the fact that like, yeah, I mean, like if cops can peacefully watch you and then just like ignore you, right? If cops feel like that your protest is so peaceful and like non-disruptive that they could play fucking Candy Crush on their phone, then you're not doing anything. Right? At that point, like it's just the equivalent of you going into the woods and yelling, you know? And it's crazy. It's like, dude, the Patriot Front that was in front of the Washington Monument today or in front of the Smithsonian, they were out there with guns. They were out there just like holding assault rifles. You know, like you think that a bunch of people were like holding transgender signs painted onto cardboard is scaring those people? You think it's going to make them like go back into the shadows? No. What the fuck are we talking about, dude? Oh my God. Let me see here. Christine, people don't know how to move in silence at all. And the Ben and Jerry stuff, please stop. I know, Christine, it's so crazy. People literally like getting on TikTok to be like, my undocumented transgender cousin who works at this location is so scared. They're there from these hours to these hours, and when they're not, they're at this address. I just hope ICE doesn't find them. It's like, well, all right. Jane Armstead, let me see here. Junior says, we need to make that Panopticon a Cornopticon. That's my code. Dude, hell yeah, brother. Well, that's why I bought cornopticon.com. Jane Armstead says, all people do is change their profile picture, bios, and repost stuff and say boost. So real. But when it comes to making real efforts, people don't show up or show out. Dude, for real, man. For real, absolutely. And you know what it is too, Jaden, is I think that it's that people realize that like for leftists at this point to come out and to show up and show out now, that means showing up with guns. Like let's be real, right? Like for the most part, what people are really talking about when they say that is they're talking about showing up in a way that makes fascists scared of them. Because the nonviolent side of the like mass protesting movement, for the most part, I don't think that like anything really, really bold and like devious has succeeded beyond like the actions themselves in that moment, just like garnering a little bit of press buzz, right? But like in reality, like the cops will just like shoot and kill you and like get qualified immunity for it, right? Like they don't care. So with that being the case, like the next logical step is for some kind of like armed, at least protection to be there like every single time. And I think the people get really wigged out by that, man. I really do, which is fair. I mean, because like people don't want to confront the fact that like big change is going to require big amounts of like insane shit and suffering. And people certainly don't want to be the perpetrators of it, which is completely understandable. And they don't want to be the victims of it, which is even more understandable. But it sucks because like that level of like tepidness, it does not exist on the right. Like people are fully willing to just like see utter bedlam across the country for the most insane antisocial vision imaginable. You know, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Jonah L says MLK files too. That's all I really care for. Jonah L, I understand that too, but at the same time, like I just kind of believe MLK's kids when they said that James Earl Ray did not kill their dad, because like his own kids said that. Junior L says, Jonah L, I think those files are only being released as a distraction. Same here. Jane Armstead says, I just think a lot of people will make as much effort as to not be directly involved. Absolutely. JJ the Jeekwell says, I wouldn't be surprised if the files got a heavy black highlighter treatment. Same. Junior says, I used to doubt, but now I'm genuinely scared the 19th will be repealed. 100%. I believe there will be an effort by some people to do it. Christine says protests aren't doing anything. The BLM protests were the closest to getting something done and making a statement. Yeah, dude. And even still, right? Like most cities released what were basically ceremonial edicts that they then rolled back anyway, right? Like Los Angeles was supposed to cut something like $100 million from its police budget, and over the last like 4 years, it's done nothing but go up, right? Like it's just insane. Girl Gun says, Christine, people don't want to come to terms with what must be done for change. The bad word. Yeah, dude. Yeah, 100%, guys. 100 fucking percent. Let me see here. Oh yeah, Christine says Girl Gun's truth. Girl Gun says I live in Seattle. Every year disappoints me more and more, dude. Especially knowing Girl Guns that like Seattle back in the 30s almost created a general strike that shut down the country. You know, so it's not, and that was less than 100 years ago. It's not like this is some like far away history we're having to tap on in terms of our power as people. You know, but it's just going to require like living standards to change, at least momentarily. It's going to require a ton of like really uncomfortable conversations. It's going to require a ton of like really, really tense confrontational moments. But like, if we're not able to muster the courage for that, then whatever the fuck, like the tanky revolutionaries want of just like, oh, like blood in the streets, like, dude, whatever, man. I don't see it personally. Jane Armstead says, with them introducing a bill for a third term, I give it a month or few before there is a change or replacement for the Constitution. Yeah, Jane, I actually said today on my TikTok that like I think people need to understand that like this is all heading towards a call for a constitutional convention. 100% it is. There is no way that they are not angling for something that Trump says or does through executive order being challenged as being unconstitutional, it going to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court actually deciding that it is unconstitutional, and then the state level legislatures saying that's it, the Supreme Court cannot serve the American people, we need a new constitution. 100%. 100 fucking percent, dude. And the thing is, like, some people were saying in the comments of this video, like, oh, well, that wouldn't work because they only have like 33 out of the 34 state legislatures, Republicans do, and the rest are like Democrat trifectas. Democrat trifectas will never go along with it. To which I say, well, have some vision, right? Like, Democrat trifectas aren't made the same across every single state. Like, the Democratic trifecta in Massachusetts is not the same as the Democratic trifecta in California, right? Like, they're made up of very different Democrats who have very different levels of willingness to work with Republicans. And like, we also forget that so many of the Democrats in all levels of government are in different ways conservative in certain policy areas. And I am telling you, if you do not believe that Democrats in places like California or New Mexico or Minnesota or Wisconsin or Michigan, if you don't think some of those, or Pennsylvania, if you don't think some of those Democrats would break for a constitutional convention for their own like policy area to get a little bit of a budge as part of a larger constitutional restructuring, especially knowing how largely unpopular complete adherence to the Constitution in the ways it has manifested on American life is, you're smoking your shorts, man. Like, they will work with Republicans. Like, we've seen it time and time again. The third way liberals still control the party. They will work with Republicans. I guarantee you. Junior says at Kuru, who knows if they want to rewrite it so Elon would be able to run? Oh, like, sure, dude. Yeah, whatever the fuck they want. Astrid F says John Fetterman looking at you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Christine says JD Vance is scary though. He is #1 Heritage Foundation guy. Yeah. Yeah, he is, man. Kuru says at Junior, true, or they'll try to have Barron run for the next 40 years or something. Yeah, I mean, like they'll find all manners of ways, right, to just make the Constitution like a completely laughable document of the past. Chloe Cat says JD wrote the forward to a book that the president of the Heritage Foundation wrote. Yeah, he did. Christine says, and that Big Mac eating guy is closer to death than we think. Than we got Vance. Yep. Very, very true. Kuru says, I like my White House. Oh man. Well, guys, we're in the last 10 minutes of stream, which, as you all know, is my favorite time because that's truly where I can start getting bonkers. I'm actually going to stand up real quick. Oh my God, y'all, I got some new corduroys today. I just wanted to show you them because I thought you guys would like them. Like, this is a great outfit, you know, just got the cords, got the tucked in tan shirt. Kind of look a little bit like Mark Zuckerberg here, though, to be honest. Hello. It's corn freak time. Yeah, dude. I'll shuck my corn for y'all right now. Somebody Venmo me $10 right now. I'll shuck my corn live. Don't even think I won't. I'll get banned from YouTube and Red Note in one stream. You watch. Let me see here. Cruz says this is the nightly edition of Corn Pop. Advertising is only fans and seeing who's potentially interested. Don't even pretend, Kuru. I know that you're interested in that. Okay, I know you are. Let me see here. Junior says this is all hypothetical. Who knows if we're all going to be wiped out from bird flu? Yeah, I mean, dude, for real. Jonah L says, do independent parties have a chance, or are the cronies going to dominate still? I want you to ask that question again. I think we know the answer to that one. Christine says that angle. I was not trying to show off my wiener. I promise. Dude, oh my God. The amount of people in my TikTok comments who sometimes just see me stand up and then they're just like, hey, your wiener crazy. People get freakish in my comments, man. Oh my God. But hey, thank God I'm not a woman, man. Because like women who just make good points and make good content still get sexualized like crazy in their comments. Like I cannot even imagine that shit, man. Let me see here. R. Hattie says, hell yeah, I need some corduroys and denim with pockets. Hell yeah, you do, brother. I'm telling you, like corduroys really are such a fucking S tier fabric. It's awesome. I got these off of Poshmark because, you know, I only try to shop secondhand when I can. Man, just so good. And the nice thing about Poshmark too is that since it's like a big internet marketplace, you're not necessarily stealing lots of good shit out of local thrift stores, you know? God, going to local thrift stores where I live is like such a fucking hit and miss though. Just because like the amount of people who you can tell are literally there to scalp like big loads of wait, actually saying big loads kind of reminded me of this. You guys know the best Jordan Peterson audio ever, right? Where he says it's like the challenge of the modern man to figure out if he can take the ultimate load. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, big loads. Yeah. Yes, Junior. Yes, big loads. Exactly. Exactly. And then you can bear a load, unless, of course, you can take the ultimate load. Jonah L says the Bone Army is hierarchical. What do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean by that, Jonah? What Bone Army? Am I a part of the Bone Army? Junior says big loads of corn. Yeah. Hell yeah, but God, I just spit so much. I was like an atomizer. Holy shit. Christine says thrift hauls piss me off. It's ruining my shopping. Yeah, that's like totally fair, man. I mean, like it sucks because like I totally understand why people want to do it, especially if they have their own like collections or something like that. But you know, it's unfortunate to see people literally like walk out with like shopping carts full of merch. You know what I mean? Like that just feels a little bit counterintuitive to the whole point of thrifting. Jonah L says it's a Jordan Peterson meme. Yeah, and that man has so many of them. So many of them. Dude, I love the fact that Jordan Peterson has so many clips of him sobbing his eyes out about like the death of the individual. Truly, that man did need to go to Russia to get over a benzo addiction and just get like laced with ketamine. His bloodstream is probably like 0.5% ketamine at this point, honestly, which is kind of awesome. Junior says, anyways, just checked AP and Indian was arrested for Indiana was arrested for threatening Trump on TikTok. What? Holy shit, dude. Wait, Junior says wait, hold on. I want to read this with y'all real quick. Let me see if that's I just want to see it for myself. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, he needed to be killed this time. Don't miss. Dude, that is insanity. What the fuck? Oh my God, that's crazy. Did Christine, I will read it that way people can hear it live. We're doing live. All right, here it is. An Indiana man accused of using TikTok to urge attacks on the government and death to President Donald Trump has been arrested. Douglas Thrams, 23 of Goshen, Indiana, made a series of threats and videos posted to the social media site. Thrams was in custody awaiting an appearance Monday in federal court in South Bend. He does not have an attorney yet who could respond to the charge of using interstate commerce to make threats. In one TikTok video, Thrams said Trump needed to be killed, and this time don't miss, FBI agent Taylor Plett said in a court filing. It was an apparent reference to an assassination attempt last July in Pennsylvania. In all videos, he is visible, audible, and identifiable, Plett said of Thrams. TikTok was supposed to be banned in the United States, but Trump paused it for 75 days. Wow. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. They literally, yeah, wow. Wow. Judy says, where's Trump's pardon for this young man's use of free speech? All right. Well, we all know why that's not going to happen. Oh my God, dude. That's like actually fucking insane. That is absolutely insane. Oh, Kuru said, I got to bounce. Have a good night, Corn Papa. Good night. Good night to Kuru. Well, guys, you know, it's been fun, everybody. With the last 3 minutes I have here on the stream, I'd like to ask all of you. Oh yeah, Junior says, be careful what you post, Corn Papa. Yeah, dude. I mean, I try to be. I try to always be safe with what I post. That's why I'm very, very particular about not being oh yeah, be safe on TikTok, folks. Yeah, dude. Dude, that's kind of why I was saying, Christine, that like I just don't get why people don't understand that like feds do watch the app. Like if you're going to go through the problem of like talking through code, but the code is big enough that like hundreds of thousands of people know what it is, you're not talking in code anymore. Code is used in small operations for a very, very limited number of people to be able to evade detection, but not hundreds of thousands or millions of people. You know what I mean? Like the agents all know that. The agents who are watching, who have jobs, whose whole thing is to literally watch social media for sentiment analysis, they know what the code means. You know, so what are we? Same thing as people be saying schmurdered and unalive. Like if you say that like a person should be schmurdered, I'm telling you, an FBI agent's still going to lock you up for that. Like, what are we doing? If you're going to go through the lengths of like coding yourself, just own it at this point. Like the risks are all still there. The government is not going to fucking slap you on the wrist as opposed to slap cuffs on you just because you said unalived. You know, like if you're going to make the threat, like you might as well make the threat. Like all of the options for the government are on the table and all of yours are quickly disappearing, you know? Um, Emily 12 says, "Oh no, I thought your live today started at 9." Oh, I'm sorry, Emily 12. I didn't even post about going live today on TikTok just because I I didn't really know if I was going to, but yes. Most nights that I will stream, I will post the day of on my TikTok to alert people. Jane Armstead says people have been trying to tell people to stop posting those types of videos, especially now, but even before they don't play about that. Dude, for real, man. Jane Armstead says, and there's not and they're not supposed to be using on a platform like TikTok. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Chloe Cat said, "That's why I wonder if trying to be covert about this shit is harder these days than decades ago." 100%, 100% it is, Chloe, and that's another reason why I tell people that, like, I don't think that people understand that the ability for the left to raise like a truly revolutionary insurrectionary spirit in the United States kind of died in the 80s. Like even before the 80s, in the 60s and 70s, like leftist like cells were still getting found and obliterated, literally obliterated in the case of the wave bombing, like literally obliterated by cops and the FBI. You know, and so the idea that like with all of this added tracking and traceability that is afforded by the digital age, that leftists are in any more of an advantageous position, it's hogwash, man. It's absolutely hogwash. No way, no way. Like the only way that I think that anything can go forward from here at this point is dead ass if like leftists start doing very, very small scale in-person organizing with like no written account of it anywhere and like no microphones anywhere nearby. You know, like that's it. That's like the only way I could ever see that happening. Let me see here. Jaden Arms says it's not people just don't use the right resources, and a lot of people want the engagement. Yeah, dude, for real. Hydra says it's harder because no one wants to meet in person anymore. Damn straight. Julia says we just need to get our asses off TikTok for real. Chloe Cat says it reminded me of one person on here days ago who talked about Tropicalia music. Like I don't know if that would work today. Sadly, I don't know either. Jonah L says the revolution will be live streamed on Kick. Oh my god, so real. All right, guys, you guys have 1 more minute. You guys have 1 more minute to ask me anything you want, say anything you want. And as always, guys, please rate this stream 1 through 10 in the chat. 1, I cannot believe I gave you any of my time, Corn Papa. 10, I would give you all my time, Corn Papa. And anything in between, that's up to you and God. Oh, let's see. Howdy. Of course. Oh, it's so cute. You guys know his name. Howdy. Come here, Bubness. Oh, my goodness. All right. Hold on. Let me just rotate the screen. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He does have very good recall. He's a very, very good boy. Hi. Oh my goodness. Howdy. Come here. No, nobody. He thinks that we want the ball. Everybody, do you guys want him to bring the ball? Because he's gonna bring it to me. Tell me if you want him to bring the ball. I'll bring it up for him. Oh, do you guys think it's more engaging if I? Because here's the thing. I like looking at my big monitor, but it's right here. But this is the computer that this is the computer I actually like stream off of. Do you think it's better if I look into this camera instead? Just for like your guys' enjoyment. All right, howdy. Hold on. Down. Sorry, off, boy. Off. Good boy. All right, sit. All right, good boy. Can't reach that. Can't reach the ball. Wow, he brought it. All right, come here, boy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, go get it, boy. He's so good. Let me see here. All right. Let me see here. Jane Armstead says, and when we do, they end up bought out or just stop talking. Dude, for real. Jane said, let's see. Howdy. 10 corns out of 10. Wonderful. Jonah L says, turn the camera 15 degrees, 9 out of 10. Okay. Christine says 10 out of 10 all my time. And yes, show the dog. 10s. Very nice. Eccentric Dream says 10 out of 10 corns, 12 out of 10 because of the puppy. Yes, very good. Jane Armstead says, glad I was interacting with you. Love your insights always. Thank you so much, Jaden. I really appreciate that. B says, if he wants to, precious boy. He is so precious. Christine says, your profile is so stunning, though. Thank you. I really appreciate that. If you mean that. And if you don't, well, then that's just rude. Junior says, you're making too much eye contact with this angle, to be honest, but that might just be me. Very interesting. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 as always. Jonah Ellis says, good in between would be cool for real. Hydra says, I'll see what I can do, brother. Yes, ball. First name bunch number says, oh my God, it's Corn Poppy. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. First name bunch numbers about to get off right now. Christine says, I do. All right. Everybody, it's been a great one. Thank you for tuning in to CornHub episode 4 or episode 5. I don't even know what episode this is now. I think it's episode 4 or episode 5. All right. Love you guys. Let me give my heart out to you.